All right, if you are someone who has tested positive for herpes or you have been living with herpes for a while, basically, if you have herpes, welcome to the organization. Welcome to the nonprofit. First off, I want to congratulate you on taking the steps necessary to seek out some form of support, even if you don't quite know what it is that you need. Thank you for being here. For myself, I was diagnosed in 2013 with genital herpes, and I didn't even seek out support for 4 years. And honestly, I didn't find anything that was useful to me. I created something, and then I realized in its usefulness to other people that this was the best form of support for myself. I'm not encouraging people to become social advocates for herpes education like I am, or like you may see people on social media platforms. My intention is purely just to help you alleviate some of the symptoms of stigma that you may be facing right now. One of the most useful things for me in my own healing journey through navigating herpes stigma has in fact been yoga and meditation. One of the offerings that we have are mindfulness practices, or I call them presence practices. I don't feel great about calling it yoga because so much of it is just taking my own experiences and sort of viewing them from the lens of what I've learned throughout my 500 hours of yoga teacher certification. And so I encourage you to practice that on your own, or you can become a monthly subscriber to Something Positive for Positive People and have access to recordings. And there will also be live events for these presence practices, as I like to call them. If you are wanting to participate in those, please join our newsletter, subscribe to our subscribe to our email list so that you can be up to date on those events. But in addition to this, services that we offer are one-on-one support calls. There are group therapy sessions. There are group support groups and calls, group support groups. Wow, I'm doing great here, right? In addition to that, workshops on how to disclose your sexual health status. And, a lot of this is more, I'm shifting towards having more community focus and allowing for us to support one another in a healing space collectively. However, if you do need a one-on-one call and you just want to talk and understand, your situation from a stigma perspective, I am not a clinical licensed therapist, but what I am is a great listener. I'm a great interviewer, and in the event that you just want to talk, I ask that you consider sending a donation prior to reaching out in order to book a one-on-one phone call, whether that be for venting, just support. You have the, I don't want to say disclosure, but a sexual health related conversation with a potential partner coming up. Or if there's something else that you need, or if you just need to talk it out in a more intentional, I don't like to say safe space because intentional space just feels more fitting. A safe space can still cause harm, even if the intention is not to harm someone. The act of not harming with so much intentionality can harm elsewhere. So I like to say that this is a very intentional space. So please feel free to reach out and try and find what it is that you need.